Hi, I'm Morgan.
I'm Harrison.
This is Morgan Please. We're a budget travel channel. We travel the world even though we're totally broke.
Today we're in Paris at our house sit. We have kind of bad Wi-Fi here. So
Took 18 hours to upload our last video.
yes, it did. It was pretty rough. So there's no way we're gonna get done editing our next video to post it on what we want our schedule to be, which is Monday and Thursday. So we figured, you know, maybe we should do a Q&A. It'll be a quick and easy thing to edit, and we could start uploading 24 hours before we mean to post it.
Yes. Here's that Q&A.
Here we are. So we did ask on Instagram and on Facebook what kind of things you guys would want to know the answer to.
About travel, about us, anything, budget. So let's answer some questions.
We're gonna start with Instagram, I think.
Yeah. Jennifer asks, what country has your favorite food?
Hands down, it's gotta be Germany. Germany definitely has our favorite food. Well, that's the thing though, is like we were surprised when we got to Germany how like vegan friendly it was there. And a lot of the markets, they put all of their information. So like on the outside of everything, there's like a special V to tell you if it's vegan, and it's even for things that aren't even trying to sell themselves as vegan. Like it's just a bag of potato chips. It'll just say vegan on it. It's like,
it's like the surprisingly best place we've been
for
veganism.
For a place that's known for like its sausage and like and meat and all that. It was like, wow, like they're very vegan friendly here. And can't really say the same for France, I think.
No, we're in Paris right now, and yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, there's like nothing. Like there's no help for vegan people. Our house sitters were even saying that they went to some restaurant and there was like a cheese and ham sandwich, and she asked for it without ham, and they were like disgusted. Like, how could you not have ham in your sandwich?
And even places when we went to like Slovenia and Croatia, there are, you can find vegan food anywhere, like just pasta and vegetables and stuff, but there's not a lot of specialty food. So I think Germany would have to be that. It has any vegan food that you want. I love pretzels. Their beer is good. So probably Germany.
I do want to say though, some highlights of other places. Malta's pasticcis are like bomb.
Oh, yes.
They're so good. Like that was amazing.
So pasticcis are these Maltese foods, like a street food kind of thing. It's just like these little fried buttery things filled with like peas and or cheese. And yeah, they're really good. They're like 40 euro cents, like 40 cents. So. Yeah,
so it was like 45 USD in cents.
That's good.
45 cents of USD. 45 pennies.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. But they're like surprisingly like super good. I think that's the trouble with us too, is we're Americans, so like our amount of flavor that we require is like hard to find in a lot of Europe, and those were like perfect.
In short, Germany, but Malta comes second place. Next one, Eve asks, how has traveling and making these videos evolved your relationship together?
I'm so happy when we're not together. Oh my God.
Fucking hate him.
Oh Jesus. We had 2 weeks. She went to Paris and Italy with her family for 2 weeks, and I got to spend the time home alone, and I was like, wow.
In all seriousness, I don't know, I think maybe it's made things better actually. Stronger, we work together all the time. We don't have serious fights, almost never, but we bicker all the time.
Yeah, we do bicker a lot. But we get over it in like 2 seconds.
Yes.
So I think that's a huge thing too, is like, I don't remember where I read it, but it was some like comedian or some commentator who said, if you think you're in a good relationship, you don't know that until you've traveled with them, like somewhere, and you don't hate each other by the end. Then that means you're gonna last. And we've been going for like 8 months now, on and off, but like 8 months of travel. So like, I think we're doing pretty good.
We've been together for 9 years, which is crazy. Yeah, I think it has, I guess, made things stronger because you are forced to learn how to work together, how to live together in these crazy tiny places and bad situations, stressful situations, uncomfortable situations. You are together and you have to learn how to deal with it. And we work together. I mean, we're doing this YouTube thing. It's work. Like, it's a lot of work.
60 to 80 hours a week.
I don't know. It's good. It's good, like, because who else would you rather work with? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I gotta say, I agree with her. I'm like the best person to work with.
I think we make a rare to find good team in the way that we have similar goals, both very motivated. We're really good at complementing each other in the way that we have different strengths.
And different weaknesses too, I think. Like you'll call me out when you're like, yeah, color correction looks just bad. And I think that's really important for people who are trying to like improve constantly, to have that person who you're okay with being criticized by, and you know they mean well. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. And he'll tell me like, you're being a fucking brat, shut up.
Yeah. I have to do. I gotta be a little more stern or else she won't listen to me.
So yeah, I think it's actually made our relationship like stronger and better and good. So Yay! That's so convincing. Lauren asks, do you ever get homesick? I don't have that like aching feeling of like not being where I'm supposed to be and not being at home. I don't have that at all. But there are specific things I miss about home.
So there are certain things that I do miss, other things I don't, but I don't really feel like it's like homesickness though. So
we'll get into like the specific things that we actually miss about home. So the main thing I think we both feel bad about is our cat. And like it's not because we don't like family should be first, but our cat like
but our cat is family. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, like our cat doesn't understand that we're coming back. You know what I mean? Family understands. But our cat is just an innocent little baby. She doesn't know. She doesn't know that we're coming back. Like, it feels really bad. Like,
I've had her forever, too. I was 10 years old when I got her. So it's been 15 years. So it's like, she's, like, missing the person who raised her, you know? For me, it's like, I feel worse for the cat than I do for myself, you know?
I feel really, that we feel, like, heartbroken about leaving her. But she's with my mom. Hi, Mom, if you're watching. My mom takes very great care of her. But we just feel bad because her living situation has changed now too, and things, I don't know. We feel bad. That's like the worst thing. We miss her a lot. But more on things that we miss about home. I think one thing we both miss a lot is like convenience of America.
Just 24-hour shops and like being able to be like, I want to get something at 2 o'clock in the morning and knowing I can just go there. We also don't have a car. And so we rely on public transport while we're here, and a lot of the time public transport is just not happening late night.
We definitely miss that convenience. And also I think that now that we're here in Paris, and even in the little village we're in Malta, stuff is weirdly expensive, like groceries. And I feel like in America it was pretty cheap to go grocery shopping.
Definitely.
You go to like Walmart, you can buy a lot of shit really, really cheap. They have Lidl in Europe, which is like their like Stop and Shop Walmart
their
type of thing.
supermarket, right?
But even that, at least in Paris, it's still not very cheap. So I miss like the convenience and the cheapness of it. Of course, yeah, we miss family. We didn't really say that yet, but yeah, we miss our family, we miss our friends, like, obviously. That's a big thing. I miss my friends. I miss seeing friends. I miss my coworkers. I miss having people, girls and other friends to talk to all the time. And you can talk to them online, but it's not exactly the same. And we do make connections. Like we made a friend the other day at the bar. We have our house sitter people who we talk to and meet. And we meet random people all the time and we have friendships, but you know, you move on so fast, you don't see them again really, besides maybe a couple times. Yeah, you don't really have the same type of connections when you're on the road, so I do miss that. Another thing is, even though I've packed a lot on this trip, like more than any other travel person ever would pack, I know I kind of packed a ton, but I still miss, like, even though I kind of brought a good amount of clothes with me, I miss having more clothes to choose from. And shoes, all the outfits you want, like anything, like all my whole selection, my closet, I miss that. I miss dressing up, and I miss my own bed. I miss that a lot. Sometimes you have really nice beds, sometimes you have like gross beds and weird Airbnbs and stuff, and then sometimes in those moments I just miss my own clean, beautiful bed.
Can't relate. I don't care that much about clothes or having a bedroom or anything, but I guess we're different people. Huh?
Yeah. Well, those are some things we miss about home. It's not enough to stop us from traveling. Of course, there are going to be things we miss. We miss the people and our cat and the convenience, but this is cooler. So we're traveling.
Yeah. Cooler than family.
Yeah, it's cooler than... That's not what I mean. Fallon asks, do you sell art or do anything there to make money overseas?
Boy, am I glad you asked, because we have a Patreon.
Oh, I didn't think you were going to segue to that. That's a good idea.
We do make a little bit of money on Patreon. I think right now we're making...
21? No,
19.
Yeah.
$19 a month. But you guys could change that. And we do give you guys stuff. So we have like postcards that we can send you. We do mention all of our patrons at the end of our videos.
Have secret vlogs.
Yep.
It would be amazing if you could maybe consider supporting us. You can donate as little as $1 one time. It don't have to be a continuous thing, and that would like help morale. It would help us to show you more things. Any money we get directly helps these videos. A lot of times we are broke, so we can't afford to do all the things that we could do. So it would be cool if we could show you more things, or be able to afford maybe like a microphone, not have to use our phones. That would be awesome. And yeah, we make almost nothing from YouTube, like pennies from these videos. It would be amazing if you could please consider becoming a patron, helping out small creators, because this again is 60 to 80 hours a week unpaid work. If you appreciate the videos, if you appreciate us showing how to travel on a budget, it would be great if you could show support. Thank you.
All right, and there's also one other website that we don't pitch this every video, but we do have a Redbubble as well. There's not a lot of stuff on there, and we just started it not too long ago. But if you're looking for stuff that has like our logo on it, or if you're looking for like more cinematic photos, that's where you can go. You can get that on anything, really. They have like phone cases and t-shirts and mugs and blankets, and there's a ton of options. We'll put the link to that down below, so you guys can check that out if you're interested in that as well.
Also, please let us know if you like the idea of getting some of our more beautiful pictures and stuff like on a product. Would you rather receive a product like that from Redbubble rather than become a patron? Let us know. We can make a lot more options. If there's anything you'd want to see on there, we can put that on there. So let us know. But anyway, back to the question, to sell art and make money. A little bit from Patreon. We are partnered with YouTube, which means that we can monetize our videos and get money. Like I just said though, we barely get anything from it because we don't get a lot of views and we don't have a lot of subscribers. So we get pennies from our videos. It's almost like nothing. Hopefully one day that'll change. Maybe if you subscribe, that'd be great.
That would help us a lot.
Yeah, we're not making money. So a lot of people ask actually if we get money from house sitting, and we don't get paid for house sitting. If you got paid, then it'd be a whole deal with like
you need to get like a work visa and all this.
You're not like allowed to get paid. It's like work, and this is not work, so that's why we can do it. So we don't get paid for it, although it's invaluable because we get free accommodation, especially somewhere in Paris. Like imagine if we paid for these 2 weeks, it'd be very expensive, and we just get to stay here for free and use the kitchen and everything, and yeah, that's wonderful. So but other than that, no, I don't sell any art or anything. Because we make these YouTube videos, they take so much effort and time. I mean, all our extra time is devoted to making videos. It takes forever to edit and film. I don't have time to make art because at home, by the way, I'm an artist. The person who asked that knows that. I used to work as a painting instructor, so no, I'm not making any art or selling it.
To put a little perspective on that too, like I brought my game controller, so I was like, oh, in any free time I can use it. I have not used it once. If you guys friends with me on Facebook or anything, I usually post a lot. Nope. I've not been posting at all because I've just been constantly working nonstop.
And especially now that our Wi-Fi is so bad, we have to be prepared a couple of days in advance.
Right, so now we gotta play like catch up almost, so.
Yeah. So no, we're broke as fuck and we're not making really any money, so.
But that's what we're about, right? We're about not spending a lot of money, so.
Yeah.
We're working it out. All right, so my dad asked, how often do you contact your family back home when you travel? How often should you?
Never.
Well, I think we contact them enough, but I think we should contact them less. What do you think?
Yeah, especially
well, just this guy. Everyone else will contact
especially
more.
that Ed guy.
Yeah, I don't like that Ed guy too much. Doesn't ever have anything nice to say. All right, next question. Tyler asked, tips on landing consistent house sitting gigs. By the way, I don't do any of the applying for house sits. It's all Morgan's brain going. So I'm just going to sit here in silence as Morgan explains.
Well, all I can share is what I do, I guess. So when I apply to a house sitting gig, I just make sure to read all the information very thoroughly, to look at the pictures and to read between the lines, kind of figure out maybe what kind of person they are. And then when I message them, I make sure to, I send like a novel. Like I really talk about who we are, our experience, all the type of animals we've taken care of. Also, like, it's good to almost butter them up a little bit, I guess. Talk about how cute their pets are. If they mention something in their profile that is similar to you, like, I don't know, they named their dog like Harry Potter. I don't know, you could be like, I love Harry Potter. Try to communicate with them on that level where you're not just saying, hey, I'm available, you know? They need to trust you in some way. If I was on Trusted House Sitters as a homeowner and someone was gonna come watch our cats, I wouldn't trust someone who's just like, hey, I'm available, and like not put any information. I would trust someone who seems to really know what they're talking about, who has experience, who, I don't know, who put effort into their application. There's a lot of houses we don't get. There's a ton of them we get rejected from for one reason or another.
What would you say the rate is of us getting rejected or accepted?
I don't know, I'm not good with math.
Well, for every like 5, how many do we get accepted?
2.
2, so 40% of the time we get accepted.
Don't take it personally either. Most of the times that we don't get accepted, it's because they have people already in their country or already nearby, or who have already housed it for them before, and just works out better that they would house it.
Because it is like a big risk, because like if you were to get someone to house it for you, like for us, we're from Rhode Island, we probably want someone who's living in Rhode Island already, rather than someone who's coming from Italy. The chances are the person from Rhode Island is gonna be available in here.
Right.
And the person from Italy might have plans changed, you know? So we're very fortunate to get accepted like that, because they know like we're coming from all over the place, you know?
Yeah, actually we are extremely fortunate to even be able to house it at all, and that we've got so many, and that our house it hosts have been, for the most part, amazing people. It's very much luck, and put in a really good application, really think about it, take time, and don't be upset if it doesn't happen. There's more and more popularity in websites like that. Just gonna happen as time goes on. They'll get more popular and more recognition. Competition is getting worse. Just don't take it personal. Keep applying. Also, make sure you have a lot of relevant photos on your profile, like you with animals or just nice pictures of you. Have a lot of them. If you can, make a video and like really fill out your profile. The emptier your profile and the smaller your application, the worse chances you have. Those are my tips.
All right, next question. So this is our last question. Ian asked, what gets a location on your travel list? Showing filming locations seems to be one. Well, you planned all of the trips. I don't do any planning, by the way. I'm just like the camera guy and the guy who carries the bags. Like Morgan's brains behind this entire operation. I'm like the dumb brawn. So take it away, Morgan.
What makes it on the list? Well, wherever we get a house sit. So that's like the main thing. Wherever there is a house sit and wherever we get accepted, that's kind of where we're gonna go. Came to Paris because I saw it and I applied and we got accepted, so we're gonna go to Paris. And I saw one in Sweden after that, so okay, let's go to Sweden. So that is kind of how things go. Besides that, we have to be careful about where we go and when, because I'll just explain super quickly. In Europe, there's an area called the Schengen area. That's most European countries, the big ones like Germany, France, Spain, I don't know, all the big countries that you think of when you think of Europe. They are in the Schengen area, and you, without a visa from America, can only stay in that area for 3 months without a visa, which we don't have, and it's hard to get a visa. We can only stay in that area for 3 months, so we have to think about where else can we go outside of that. So when we went to Croatia last year, that was great because that's not part of the Schengen area. Funnily enough, the UK and Ireland is not part of it too, so that's why we were kind of in the UK, because we wanted to be in Europe, but we couldn't be in the Schengen area. Also, the only reason we kind of stay so much in Europe and don't branch out too much is because that's where just the majority of the house sits seem to be. In weather, in Southeast Asia and stuff, the weather is reversed, right? And then in Australia, so now it's summer, but to them it's winter.
And in East Asia, it was like monsoon season.
Oh, right.
We did plan on going there this trip, and then we looked at it and people were like, it's just not, it's like gonna rain every day.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh.
When we went last year on our trip, things were a little bit different because we didn't know or think that we'd be doing it again. So I wanted to hit major things that I wanted to do.
We traveled a lot faster last time.
Went to a lot more different places. So like I had a dream of going to Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany, so we had to go there, and we went all these beautiful places in Germany and like all these places in Croatia. We really went island hopping a lot. This year, now that we're traveling, we don't have so much feeling of a rush because we've done it last year and we saw a lot of places last year. Now it's just like we want to save money. We'll try not to travel too far between places. Wherever seems cool, wherever we can get a house sit, and near there, wherever's not a Schengen area, that's kind of how it goes. Not too picky, honestly, this time around. Not too picky. Wherever seems the most beautiful that we can accessibly go to.
Yeah, like we came to France for Japan. Oh, they won't get that yet, will they?
No.
Watch our next video to get my joke.
So I guess that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's all of the questions we got. Well, thank you everyone who asked questions so that we can actually have a pretty cool video.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for asking. Hope I answered the questions. Let me know in the comments if we have more. We'd love to do more Q&As. That's fun. Doing Q&A makes me feel like a legit YouTuber. You know, they always do Q&As. So.
And usually, I mean, this time around we're not because of our poor Wi-Fi. But if we do more Q&As like this, it won't hurt our schedule. We're not going to keep replacing our travel videos with Q&A videos. It'll just be an extra video on top of what we're already doing. So don't feel like, oh, I don't want to ask questions because then I'm not going to see travel videos. You're going to see them at the same rate.
Right. This is an odd experience. We didn't expect the Wi-Fi to be this way. So I wanted to say something else.
Harrison's the smartest, powerful, most coolest all-being creature on this planet. And there's no denying it.
No.
That was my guess.
Yeah, I think it's also fun to do because I know personally when I watch channels for the first time, I tend to look for things about them, Q&As and things, so I can understand a little bit more about the person I'm actually watching. Hopefully this is that for anybody who feels that way too. And yeah, again, thank you for watching. Please hit subscribe and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
See ya.